is 2024 presidential contender Nikki Haley, the former South Carolina governor, as well as the ambassador to the UN, made news yesterday by announcing her candidacy for president in 2024. This is the first time she is making a speech as a candidate. Let's listen right here on Live Now from Fox.
Wow, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. It's a great day in South Carolina. Thank you all for being here. You know, I have to say before I start, I've got to give a shout out to the people who took the podium before me. To Pastor Hagee, I still say I want to be you when I grow up. Thank you. Candace Glover, you are a star and a source of pride for South Carolina. That was amazing. Caton Dawson, you will forever be the best party chairman South Carolina has ever had. To Cindy and Fred Warmbier and their family, you will always have my heart. Otto is so proud of you today. I know that. And to Ralph Norman, you know I would have been right there with you in Congress holding them accountable. God bless you. I love you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be with the people I love, in the state I love, to talk about saving the country I love. I have always had a deep belief in America, but I know America is better than all the division and distractions that we have today. And I'm confident that the American people agree. We're ready to move past the stale ideas and faded names of the past. And we are more than ready for a new generation to lead us into the future. I come here today with a vision of that future. I see a strong America full of opportunity that lifts up everyone, not just a select few. I see a proud America, confident in who we are and what we stand for. And I see America leading the world in freedom and in peace. But this vision isn't just mine. It's the core of our nation's history. And it called to my parents over 50 years ago. I am the proud daughter of Indian immigrants, and I am blessed that they are here today. My parents left India in search of a better life. They found it in Bamberg, South Carolina. Population 2,500. Our little town came to love us. Our little town came to love us, but it wasn't always easy. We were the only Indian family. Nobody knew who we were, what we were, or why we were there. But my parents knew. And every day they reminded my brothers and my sister that even on our worst day, we are blessed to live in America. They were right then, and they're right now. My parents came to a country that was gaining strength and growing in confidence. But that was then. Now America is falling behind. Our future is slipping. Our leaders are failing us. And no one embodies that failure more than Joe Biden. right now, in the greatest country in human history, we have too many families paying too much for groceries. Too many mothers searching frantically for baby formula, and too many children who are so far behind in the classroom they may never get ahead. We have too many small businesses who can't afford rent, and too many big businesses getting taxpayer bailouts. We have too much crime on our streets, too many drugs flooding our cities, and too few police and border patrol. And from Joe Biden on down, our leaders put too much trust in big government and too little trust in the American people. They have us spiraling towards socialism with a new $1 trillion spending bill every few months and a national debt over $30 trillion. This is not the America that called to my parents. And make no mistake, this is not the America I will leave to my children. We must stop socialism before it's too late. It's weakening America from within. But there's something else that's eating away at our national core. On Biden and Harris's watch, a self-loathing has swept our country. It's in the classroom, the boardroom, and the back rooms of government. Every day we're told America is flawed, rotten, and full of hate. Joe and Kamala even say America's racist. Nothing could be further from the truth. The American people know better. My immigrant parents know better. And take it from me, the first minority female governor in history, America is not a racist country. This self-loathing is a virus more dangerous than any pandemic. It's a system of a lack of pride in our country and a lack of trust in our leaders. And it ignores the values that have sustained America since our founding. I have traveled around the world and back. I've seen what else is out there. America isn't perfect, but the principles at America's core are perfect. And the American people are not full of hate. We're full of love, and we are sustained by faith. I always go back to the book of Joshua. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for God will be with you wherever you go. Strengthening America, believing once again in America, is the only way to defend ourselves from those who want to destroy us. When America is distracted, the world is less safe. And today our enemies think that the American era has passed. They're wrong. America is not past our prime. It's just that our politicians are past theirs. Biden isn't leading from behind. He's not leading at all. On his watch, a terrorist mob conquered Afghanistan and killed our troops. Iran is on the brink of getting the bomb. North Korea is launching more missiles than ever. Russia started the biggest war in Europe in 75 years. And in communist China, we face the strongest and most disciplined enemy in history. It is unthinkable that Americans would look at the sky and see a Chinese spy balloon looking back at us. China's dictators want to cover the world in communist tyranny, and we're the only ones who can stop them. But let me be clear, we won't win the fight for the 21st century if we keep trusting politicians from the 20th century. America is on a path of doubt, division, and self-destruction, a path of fading patriotism and weakening power. The stakes are nothing less than our survival. And you and I and every American is being summoned to bold action. And so I have an announcement to make. I stand before you as the daughter of immigrants, as the proud wife of a combat veteran, and as the mom of 2 amazing children. I've served as governor of the great state of South Carolina and as America's ambassador to the United Nations. And above all else, I'm a grateful American citizen who knows our best days are yet to come if we unite and fight to save our country. I have devoted my life to this fight, and I'm just getting started. For a strong America, for a proud America, I am running for President of the United States of America. When I look to the future, I see America strong once more. We'll end inflation and build an economy that works for all, just like we did in South Carolina. In the America I see, every child gets a world-class education because every parent gets to pick their child's school. And no politician will be able to close those schools ever again. In the America I see, police know we have their backs. And criminals know we have their number. And our states will be safe again. In the America I see, we stop the surge of drugs and illegal immigration. That means having a real border and mandatory E-Verify like we got done in South Carolina. Businesses must hire Americans, not illegals. In the America I see, everyone has full confidence in our elections. Voter ID will be the law of the land, just like we did in South Carolina. The America I see is freer and better for all, because Washington will finally serve the people instead of the political class. We'll end corporate welfare and bailouts for big business, and we'll end the earmarks and pork that fuel big government. And when it comes to our politicians, we'll light a fire under them. Their job is not to say things on TV. Their job are to do things in D.C. like solve problems instead of ignoring or creating them. In the America I see, the permanent politician will finally retire. We'll have term limits for Congress. And mandatory mental competency tests for politicians over 75 years old. Most of all, I see a strong America because I see a proud America. Strong and proud, not weak and woke. That's the America I see. The America I see will win the fight for the 21st century. We'll have the courage and confidence to defend our values and defeat our enemies. In this America, the armed forces of the United States will be stronger and more capable than ever. A strong military doesn't start wars. A strong military prevents wars. In this America, we'll start pumping more oil and gas and stop buying dirty oil from Venezuela. We'll stand with our allies from Israel to Ukraine and stand up to our enemies in Iran and Russia. And in the America I see, Communist China won't just lose. Like the Soviet Union before it, Communist China will end up on the ash heap of history. Realizing this vision won't be easy. It will take an unparalleled level of commitment from all of us. It requires faith and a willingness to move past the status quo. And it will require doing some things we've never done. Like sending a tough-as-nails woman to the White House. We need someone who can shake up Washington and the political class. I've done it before, starting right here. I will always be grateful to the people of South Carolina who took a chance on me. I love you too. When I ran against the longest-serving legislator in the state, no one said I had a shot. But together, we won. When I ran for governor, people said, "Nikki who?" But together, we won. We cut taxes, created thousands of jobs, and revitalized our economy. Business journals started calling South Carolina the beast of the Southeast, which I love. And when President Trump nominated me for ambassador to the United Nations, people said I didn't have the experience. Then I went to work. I told the world that America would have the backs of our allies, and for those who didn't have our backs, we were taking names. The dictators, murderers, and thieves at the UN didn't know what hit them. I've been underestimated before. That's always fun. And I've been shaking up the status quo my entire life. As I set out on this new journey, I will simply say this: may the best woman win. I got your back too. All kidding aside, this is not about identity politics. I don't believe in that. And I don't believe in glass ceilings either. I believe in creating a country where anyone can do anything and achieve their own American dream. The college student who's paying too much and getting too little from her education. The young adult in his first real job wondering how he'll ever afford a mortgage or start a family. The single mom working 2 jobs and 3 times harder than everyone else. The small town dad who saw his factory leave town and thinks his future went with it. I'm fighting for all of us because all of us have to be in this together. But hear this: unity does not come from faint hearts or watered down compromises. That just leaves everyone wanting more. Real national unity comes from boldly proclaiming our national purpose and persuading opponents to join us. My purpose is to save our country from the downward spiral of socialism and defeatism. I aim to move America upward toward freedom and strength. I'll take this message far and wide in the days ahead, and I have a particular message for my fellow Republicans. We've lost the popular vote in 7 of the last 8 presidential elections. Our cause is right, but we have failed to win the confidence of a majority of Americans. Well, that ends today. If you're tired of losing, put your trust in a new generation. And if you want to win, not just as a party, but as a country, stand with me.